Hi everyone, this is Jason. Welcome back to Crypto Insights Journal. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the price of Bitcoin, some Bitcoin related news, and also the LunarCrush Coin of the day. Before we begin, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to turn on notifications, and if you would, give this video a like. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so here we are looking at the price of Bitcoin. Right now, we're sitting at $16,989.11. So as you know, the last week has been pretty rough. Actually, the last few days has been pretty rough for Bitcoin. Earlier this week, it looked like we were going to cross our all-time high. And then on the 25th, the market started to go back down. So some people are calling it a correction. Some people are saying that there was just too much FUD in the space to maintain those levels. But there's a couple of things we're going to look at to see if we can figure out what happened. For right now, though, Bitcoin today had a high of $17,433.11 and a low of $16,562.05. A couple of stories that came out recently. This one from Decrypt, What Caused the Bitcoin Market Meltdown, by Scott Cipollina, which I'll put in the description below. There's a couple of factors that the article points out, one of which is that the reopening of withdrawals on OKX may have also played a role in Bitcoin's price crash, because OKX has been having some issues lately and they locked up with withdrawals. So the ability to withdraw, as soon as that kicked in, people started getting their money off of that exchange. Another issue that may or may not have caused it could have been Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, went into a long Twitter thread about a letter that was sent to the government, the United States government, the Treasury. And it was basically talking about a potential rule from outgoing Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, basically saying that KYC would have to be implemented on all crypto transactions. So basically, if I'm sending you crypto, I have to tell my wallet or whoever I'm sending it from who I'm sending it to. Another thing is that if you have to do custodial and you can't self-host, because most custodial services require you to KYC anyway. So basically, you're taking that element of privacy and semi-anonymity away from crypto holders. Whether or not that actually happens, we don't know. The one thing that America has always lacked in is forward thinking when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology in general. Unfortunately, our government's been very slow to embrace this, even though there's talk of a Fed coin coming out. But right now, they're still dragging their feet. They're still on the fence as to whether to let everyone use it, whether it's illegal. So we're still in that gray area we've been in for the last few years. So I'll put I'll share the link to Brian's Twitter thread so you can have a look at everything he said. Another issue that came out related to Coinbase, but whether or not it actually has anything to do with what we saw, is the New York Times article called Tokenized: Inside Black Workers' Struggles at the King of Crypto Startups, which is talking about Coinbase. And this article by Nathaniel Popper for the New York Times basically says that there have been complaints of harassment, intimidation, and racism at Coinbase. Right now, whether or not that's true, it sucks to hear that happening to any company, but we can't be naive and say that it doesn't happen. But it's not going to be a good light for Coinbase either way. So what they did was, on their blog post, they put out a rebuttal to that article, basically refuting what the author said and given their points back. So I'm going to put both of those in the description below so you can have a look and make up your mind. So in the meantime, we're going to jump over to LunarCrush.com for the coin of the day, and the coin of the day is Waves, WAVES. Right now, the bullish sentiment on Waves is down 1.7%, and the Twitter volume is up 3.5%. Going over to the chart, Waves is currently trading at $6.44. Had a high today of $6.83 and a low of $6.02 for the day. So I'm going to put links to LunarCrush so you can read up on the coin of the day. We're going to put the Decrypt article, the New York Times article, and Coinbase's blog post with their rebuttal in the description below. Thank you for coming by and watching this episode. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the bell to turn on notifications, and if you would give the video a like, I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon.